Humpty Dumpty. Ready? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh, I think there was one that we had about two little birds.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I have the
Do you remember?
I
Oh, the yellow-billed duck?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to stand up for this, please.
I like it. I like doing it.
Ready?
Shh.
Lorenzo, right where your spot. Don't, you're not moving. Ready? Let me see your beaks. Ready? I'm a yellow-billed duck with a black feather back. I waddle, 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 and I quack, quack, quack. I dabble for my dinner with a swish, 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 and I gobble, 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 all I wish, wish, wish. By Jack Perlutsky. Jack Perlutsky wrote that. What's that thing called he wrote? Do you remember?
Itsy.
A poem. He writes poetry. He's a poet. Now, as long as you're up, let's do spiders right now, okay? And magic. Daisy, Daisy. Ready?
No, we don't. Don't forget me.
Itsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up our rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. And magic. Regular size. Find your spiders. Not yet. Ready? The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. And magic. Tarantulas. Look fierce. Fierce means you're kind of scary looking. Ready? Ready? The great big tarantula climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the tarantula out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the great big tarantula climbed up the spout again. And magic.
Oh,
Thank you. Now,
Rumpity.
Rumpity will be the last poem that we do, and then I have a story for you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, to do Rumpity, are you ready?
We have to stand
To
up.
do Rumpity, no, you can sit down, but you do need to have your drums ready to go. So I need to see your hands ready to go. I need you to sit down. Ready? Stay seated, Lorenzo. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rumpity, tumpity, rumpity, tum. Buntington Bunny is beating the drum. He doesn't look up and he doesn't look down. All through the rumpity tumpity town. He twitches his nose as he tramps through the street, stomping his rumpity tumpity feet. Rumpity tumpity rumpity tum. Buntington Bunny is beating the drum. Up. Remember that ends the same way it stops. We always keep trying to keep it going and going. By Jack Perlutsky. That's exactly right. Hands to yourself, Jason. How the chipmunk got his stripes.
I know that.
Don't tell if you know how he got it. Don't tell. David?
We're not doing those books. We're doing the little critter.
You know what? We finished up our little critter books yesterday. We'll do that one later, okay?
Let's see.
And today we're going to do how the chipmunk got his stripes.
My mom read
David?
that book, and
I need you to sit down.
He read that because he got it from the library.
Yeah, this is a grand book. And you guys are going to need to help me on part of it. You're going to hear what the bear says and what the chipmunk says, and you're going to have to help me, okay? Are you ready? How the chipmunk got his stripes. What kind of animal do you suppose that is?
A bear.
A bear. Raise your hand if you can tell me how you know it might be a bear.
That is a bear.
Raise your hand if you can tell me how you know that might be a bear. Randy.
Because he has big claws.
Big claws. Where would you find claws? On his nose? No? Where would you find claws? Christian.
On his fingers.
On the ends of his fingers. Would claws be soft?
No.
No. What would they feel like?
Like paws.
They would be on his feet. Would they be soft and smooth or sharp and pointy?
Sharp and pointy.
Sharp and pointy. I wouldn't want to shake hands with claws.
I would.
Well, that would be a little scary.
So,
Ooh, he's got more claws coming. Eyes this way, Jason. Ready? One autumn day, a long time ago, Bear was out walking. As he was walking, he started to brag. I'm Bear, I'm the biggest, yes I am. I'm Bear, I'm the strongest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I'm Bear. I'm the loudest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can. He's bragging, isn't he? As soon as Bear said these words, a little voice piped up from way down by his feet. It was the chipmunk. He was standing up on his hind legs and he said, "Can you do anything? Can you really do anything?" That was a little brown squirrel. And he asked it again and again. It's not the chipmunk yet. Well, Bear stood up very tall and he said, "I'm Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can."
No, I can't.
Little old brown squirrel. Little brown squirrel down by his feet said, "Can you tell the sun not to come up tomorrow?" Bear thought about that and he scratched his head with his big claws. And he said, "Well, I've never tried that before, but I'm Bear. I can do it. Yes, I can." So Bear turned to the west and he faced the sun. It was the time when the sun always went down. And Bear spoke in a loud voice. He said, "Sun, do not come up tomorrow." You think it'll work?
No.
Well, maybe. Bear thinks it'll work. At his words, the sun began to disappear down behind the hills. And it began to get dark. "See," said Bear, "sun's running away. He's scared of me." "But will the sun come up tomorrow?" asked the little brown squirrel. "No," Bear answered. "The sun will not come up." What'd Bear say? The sun will not come up. Remember those words, okay?
Yep.
Then Bear turned to face east where the sun always used to come up. And all night long, Bear and Squirrel sat side by side. And Bear began to say, "The sun will not come up. Huh. The sun will not come up. Huh." And little brown squirrel began to say, "The sun is going to rise. Ooh. The sun is going to rise. Ooh." Does little brown squirrel think the sun is going to come up?
No.
Yes. Does Bear think the sun will come up?
No.
No. The sun will not come up. Huh.
The sun is going to rise.
Ooh. All the animals came to see, and all night long, all those animals heard, "The sun will not come up. Huh. The sun is going to rise. Ooh. The sun will not come up. Huh. The sun is going to rise. Ooh." Finally, just before dawn, the time when the sun always used to come up, Look, said Turtle. A little bit of red's starting to show. See right there?
Yes, it's a sun.
Yes, said Owl. I believe the sun is going to come up. Bear only chanted louder. The sun will not come up. But right next to him sat little brown squirrel, and he was saying, the sun was going to rise. Ooh.
The sun is gonna rise.
Just like that, huh, David? And the sun came up. The birds sang their welcome songs. The bright light of the new day spread over the land, and everybody was happy except for Bear. Bear sat there with his head down and a big frown on his face. How's Bear feeling right now? Mad. Show me a mad face. Mm-hmm. If you're mad, is the look on your face a scowl or a smile? A scowl. The happiest animal, though, was Squirrel. And Squirrel started to say, the sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up, woohoo. He was happy, wasn't he? He was so happy, he forgot what his granny told him. She said, little brown squirrel, it's good to be right, but when someone else is wrong, it's not a good idea to tease him.
But he still teased.
And little brown squirrel started to tease who?
The bear.
The bear. And he said, Bear is foolish, the sun came up. Bear is silly, the sun came up. Bear is stupid. The sun came whomp. Bear's big old paw with his long sharp claws came down right on top of little brown squirrel.
And he squashed him.
And Bear said, yeah, I'm silly. I'm foolish. The sun did come up, but you will not live to see another day because I'm going to eat you, little brown squirrel. Little brown squirrel had to think fast. He thought and he thought and he said, you're right to eat me, Bear. I was wrong to tease you. I'd like to apologize before you eat me, though. But you're holding me down so hard, I can't say anything at all. Is Squirrel talking right now?
No.
Yeah, he is. So he could say something, couldn't he? He said, but I can't say anything. I can't even breathe. If you lift your paw just a little bit, I'll take a deep breath and then I can apologize to you the right way. What is apologize?
He's going to say sorry.
Say sorry. Okay, so Bear says, that's a good idea. I'd like to hear you apologize before I eat you. So Bear lifted his paw just a little, but instead of apologizing, brown squirrel ran boom, as fast as he could towards his tunnel, his hole in the rocks. His granny was there saying, hurry, hurry, little brown squirrel, hurry, hurry. What is this big blue thing?
The bear.
The bear. Is it a bear?
It's a
The
shadow.
shadow of the bear. Is the bear going to just say, okay, goodbye, little brown squirrel?
No. He's going to eat it.
Granny saying, hurry, hurry, hurry.
No, we're not going to eat it.
But, whoop, little brown squirrel dove for the door, but Bear was faster than he looked. He grabbed for little brown squirrel with his big paw and his long, sharp claws scratched little brown squirrel from the top of his head to the tip of his tail. Can you see those marks? What are they called?
Stripes.
Stripes. They're scratches. The bear scratched him all down his back. That would hurt, yes. But brown squirrel got away, and deep down in his burrow, he hid with his grandma. All all through that winter. Well, those scratches on his back healed. Who's that peeking in?
A bear. Bear.
The bear's eye. Can the bear get him in his burrow?
No.
No, it's a good thing.
Well, what if he grabs
When
the
spring came again, Brown Squirrel came out of his hole and he looked back at himself. There were long stripes all the way down his back where Bear had scratched him. Yeah. He was Brown Squirrel no longer. Now he was Chipmunk, the little striped one. And that's how Chipmunk got his stripes. Ever since then, Chipmunk is the first one to get up every morning. And he goes to the tippy top of the tallest tree and he sings, "The sun came up, the sun came up, ooh." What does he sing? The sun came up, the sun came up, ooh. And Bear is the very last one to get up in the morning. He doesn't like to hear Chipmunk's song. He still looks kind of cranky, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't like to hear Chipmunk's song because it reminds him that no one, not even Bear, can do everything.
People can't do anything. They don't know everything.
No, nobody can do everything, can they?
Nobody even knows.
Okay, raise your hand if you can tell me what lesson do you think that the little chipmunk needed to learn? What did he need to learn? What did he need to learn? Oh, I don't see very many hands in the air. Would you whisper to somebody sitting close by you? Yeah, whisper to somebody sitting by you. What did Chipmunk learn in this story? Everybody turns to whisper to somebody by you. Hey, what? Wake up back there. Sit down, Christian. Oh, what did Chipmunk learn? What did he learn? Talia?
Not to tease anybody.
Not to tease anybody, because what happened when he did tease? What happened when he teased the bear? Felix.
He scratched it.
Felix. Bear scratched him, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's do one more poem, and then I'm going to send you to Miss Mueller. Okay? So, Miss Mueller, yeah. So we're going to do one more poem, and I'd say let's do Bluebirds. Ready?
Oh, I know that.
You don't know Bluebirds? Oh, sure you do. Two little bluebirds sitting on a hill, one named Jack, one named Jill. Fly away, Jack, fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. Okay? You guys did a great job today. Thank you very much. We'll read this one first tomorrow, okay? Special. The school play.
I read it.
Yeah.